Hey everybody, Anthony for Before Adventures. If you've been watching our videos on both YouTube channels, you'd be probably seeing everything. Bit of some dodgy solders going on here. Not me. We'll fix that up later. That's a separate video. All the auto electrical, everything's getting installed. Whole brand new design storage system, even better than before. Easier for you people to get some ideas and copy. But at the moment, if you're following on from some previous videos, or depending if I put them out in the correct order, you'll see what I needed to do next was clean out the door. So that's all cleaned out. Remove the 3 plugs in the bottom, let it all flush out. Just a bit of water down the bottom there. You can even still see it dripping off the bottom. Look at that, eh? And made sure all that plastic cover was on, and I've just clipped this cover on, and that's it. Because in this video we're going to install the rear door caddy, and it's pretty straightforward. That just makes use of this space here. Obviously it comes out a bit, and it reuses those clips from the top of this trim here. So we need to pop those out. You'll see a couple little clips to release it. I think we've shown this in another video as well, have we not? Should have a playlist, probably my 2022 Prado build. Anyway, we'll put the caddy on first and then the tables next. Yeah, first, I'll answer the question, why did you go stainless instead of black? You're right, the black does look good on the black and grey trims and all that sort of thing. This is a bit of an odd one out, but look, for the table, I like the cleanliness of stainless steel rather than a coated table. And of course, the nice smooth finish, right? I can put stickers on there. It's a bit of a sticker, you know, the brands we use, the places we've been. Here's the 120, you get what I mean, right? It might look a bit untidy, but you know what? I don't want to cover the whole car, but something like the table and one window, a few mistakes on the drawer system, things like that is good to cover up, but you get the picture, right? So the finish on the black table on the product, it's a bit rough like that, and stickers won't stick or they'll come off easily type thing. Like I said, the cleanliness, the scratching. So if you want good looks and you're not going to have stickers and you want black, go for it. If you just want to keep it hygienic and clean, and obviously I'm going to get it all in the same color. So anyway, that's what I decided. And another one that's difficult to demonstrate. We're going to need both these pieces, but you're just pushing in at the sides here, on these little sides here with a little screwdriver. I'll try and demonstrate with this one, but basically what I'm doing is just pushing. Grab the knob from the other side and push there, it'll go pop, and here pop, and it'll just pop out. They come out pretty easy, no rough-handedness needed. It's nice and easy to get out. Pay attention, pay attention. This is the hardest part, pay attention. It's actually not hard at all. So we need to then install into here, right? So what you do is you get this piece and you sit it like that, and you need 2 hands. I'm going to put the camera down in a minute. I'm going to try and do it one-handed just to test out my skills. Come on, see what I mean? Anyway, done, right? You just hold the plastic down and press from the bottom, and it'll just click into position. Now let's go put on the video. Might not be relevant yet, but there's some straps in here that I'll get rid of. You just undo those and pull those out. I think they're just sitting here somewhere. So just discard those because they're just going to be, you could probably leave them there. I don't know if they, no, it doesn't use anything in those holes, but well, maybe it does. Yeah, it must. So get rid of those. And then fit those in the top hole, turn it up, and you betcha, put those in the hole, turn it, and it's locked in. Again, I need my hand free. And as simple as that, we have increased our storage, and it's quite strong, so don't worry about that. But it's amazing how much stuff you can fit in here. And that's why I can't live without it now that I've had it, because I had all my small cutlery, you know, forceps, knives, forks, spoons, other bits and pieces in here. And then down here, all the big cooking spoons and scrape, you know, the egg flips, slides, spatula, whatever, you know, all the bigger stuff, tongs in here, and the soap bottle and the sponge, and lots of bits and pieces. So that's going to go on next, but that'll be a separate video. This is the Kaon rear door caddy to fit the 150 Prado, how it's done, and a little bit of other info, of course, that you get from Anthony. So subscribe, turn the bell on, and we'll catch you on the next one. Hey everybody, if you've missed the previous video, check the playlists, because this is installing the next step. We've got the rear door caddy installed. Can't live without it. We're going to install this rear door cage. A little bit of history on this. This all started because the 120s had those dodgy baskets, and then they didn't work, so we needed something like this, and it worked really well. And then some smart cookie said, you know what, let's do it on the 150. And I originally thought, oh, yeah, no, I don't need that. It's got a bit of storage space in there. But by having the table and the shelf come out, the storage cages come out about as far as it actually increases your storage space. Just wait till you see what it looks like once this is put in place. It just really maximizes the amount of space and the stuff you can fit in there. And once you get used to it, you can't live without it. So you know what? Careful of going on that Kaon website, kaon.com.au, because there's a lot of good stuff on there. So there's my table waiting for installation, but before you do that, I think it's a good idea to do the cage. So that's the part number I've used, KS0358 for the 150 Prado GX. Comes with the table and the storage cage. The caddy you do need to purchase separately, so that's on, that's easy, 5-minute job. Couple of swigs, but it's in the morning, so I'm not drinking beer, and it's no good for you anyway, the beer. Got to stop the beer talk, come on. Anyway, this one, nice and easy. Comes with a separate little bag of screws, which quite obviously that's the 5 that hold this. And a lot of people have concerns about whether it's strong enough. There's so many clips on this door trim. Again, check out the playlist called Our 2013 150 Prado, whatever, rig vehicle build, whatever it's called, and the 2022, and you'll see a whole heap of videos showing how many clips are on these trims, the removal, the reinstallation, all that sort of thing. And we've done a video putting about 35 kilos of water on the table, how strong that is, pulling on the plastic trim. So you can take the trim off and bolt it all on if you like. But how about this? Trust the system, and if you have a problem with it, then you can upgrade later and pull the trim off and put a nut and bolt set through, you know, something, you know, nuts and bolts, whatever. But it's just not necessary. I've been using these things for years, no problem. Anyway, enough talk. I'm going to use these Phillips head screws, self-tapper driver. I've got the driver here, I've got the Phillips head bit. I reckon they're just going to zoop straight in. I'm a bit surprised the rear door cage, that's what we're looking at here, and it says 30 minutes. A couple of problems there. I don't think it can take 30 minutes. And if you take 30 minutes to drink half a beer, mate, you need to pick up the pace a bit. You know, I'm not too sure what I'm doing wrong here for this to seem like it's only going to take 5 minutes, but let's see. You should probably use a just a Phillips head screwdriver. Do as I say, not as I do. You don't want to over tighten them, just like that's beautiful. Right, another one down the bottom at this end. Try and get it in the middle of the hole's ideal. Right, notice I didn't even go to the first click, but I will check and feel this by hand with the screwdriver. But it just speeds it up. Maybe that's where I saved 29 minutes. Because this seems like it's going to take about 1 minute. It's that easy. And I've got to say, some of the Kaon things are a little bit more difficult. They've even got that cut out there to allow a bit of flexibility in the corner. Amazing. Now the hard one is going to be getting to this one. And it probably would have been better with this out of the way. So don't follow my instructions. Maybe Kaon's got better videos and different, but I'd suggest watching all of mine and all of theirs to gather all the information before you go. Some people worry about sharp edges. Well, you know, there's nothing sharp about it. I just cut my hands open. I'm going to see if I can get that driver in, because I just want to get that in there and zip that, don't I? So let's just see how hard it is in this video to remove this again, because it shouldn't be too hard. Oh, right, no, you need, gotcha, I get it now, right. So ideally what you want to do is put this in place, drill your holes, including the one in there. It's going to be easy to get to, you know, with your driver like what I am. Zip it back off again, install this, and then put these screws back in without over tightening them, because now I see the problem. By the looks of it, you can't actually get that off. So let's just see how long it takes. Look how fast I can work. Yes, I cheated. I did fast forward, but literally it's been 5 minutes tops, including walking to get this Phillips head, and including when I took the bottom screw out, the washer fell through the hole into the door trim. Okay, so I put a little magnet. I promise you that's what happened. Took me about a minute to get that out. Little magnet down into the hole, in and out about 6 times before I picked it up. So I've removed that again, removed this, refitted that with one screw, drilled the hole, taken the screw out, taken that off, refitted this, put all the screws in. Haven't checked them with a screwdriver yet. But now, because I've pre-drilled with the driver, I can get my hand into here, put it in the hole, and quite easily, without trying to self-tap a hole. Bit of reverse screwdriving here, but right, just keep an eye on it when it meets to the end. Do not over tighten these. That's where you're going to come unstuck. It's just plastic. They're very coarse threads. They're not coming out. They're not going to vibrate loose because it's into plastic. Literally, right, see, that one's not even turning. This one needed a little bit more because it was the second time I put them in. So, you know, I was being very careful with the driver. It's rock solid, mate. If I pull that hard enough, that will pull the door trim off the clips. But, mate, I'm pushing down on that straight downwards. I'll just put 20, 30 kilos on that. It's not going anywhere, so don't worry about the security of that. All right, next to the table, that'll be a separate video. Subscribe, turn the bell on. I hope you're gathering some information here. Hit the like button if you like it. And don't miss both YouTube channels, 4x4 Adventures and 4x4 Diesel, because there's a few videos and there's going to be auto electrical setup. Lots of setup on this vehicle. 150 Prados for the win. 150s forever. And of course 120s too. We love the 120s and the 150s. Bloody beautiful.